So welcome everybody to our webinar today. We're talking about more precise alternative input. I'm going to talk about 3 different products today. And I'll go through the products first and then I'll show them to you. One of them has not shown up. The mouse button box has not shown up in the mail, but I'm going to explain it anyway, and it's pretty simple. I don't really think, anyway, you'll get it. So quickly, a little bit about me. I am, first of all, not a salesperson. I run a marketing business and I help assistive technology companies get the word out about their products. So I help them with their email and their websites and things like that. I've been in assistive technology now for more than 10 years. I will be an AT geek for life. I fell in love with the assistive technology industry. It's a great mix from my background, coming from a programmer background, as well as the marketing background. I am also the mother of a child with a learning difference. So I use assistive technology in my household. I have been a homeschool parent before, so I don't just talk about these things. We actually use a lot of them in our house. And most of my staff is disabled or differently abled, and I didn't go after them for that reason. I just, it just kind of happened to be that way, and so why not? So the first product we're going to talk about is actually out of Germany. You can get all of these products are available at my website, choiceadaptive.com. The AMAneo USB and BTI units, I have them here. Let's see if I can put them up. So they look the same. They have the same buttons. One of them obviously has Bluetooth capabilities and one of them does not. They both have the same ports though. It's got on the underside of it the USB port. You've got 2 switch inputs. And then on the front, I'm going to use the Bluetooth one because I can show the lights. Okay, so there's this little green bar here where I can adjust how much of a tremor filter I want, how much of a click delay I want. And so there's just these really easy to use buttons here. There is a click delay available. The Bluetooth model will work with your iPad, and as soon as you plug it in, it instantly or not as soon as you plug it in, but as soon as you pair the Bluetooth up, the on-screen controls pop up so you can get to your home button and things on the screen of the iPad. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about today is the Smyle Mouse, which is a software-only head mouse. There's no special hardware required. It works with whatever camera is already on your computer. It's really easy to calibrate, really easy to use, and you can smile to click. And when you're doing that, as opposed to doing the dwell and click motion, if you have to dwell on something and wait around for the click, it's obviously going to take you longer to do things on your computer. So the smile click function enables you to get things done more quickly. And it does have some on-screen click controls, and I'll show you how to work those. You can choose between a single click or a double click or a right click, and it's really easy to get to them. And then the last one I wanted to talk about today is from RJ Cooper. It is the mouse button box. It comes in different configurations. So if you want the click button, the green button there, to be on the left side, you can have that put on the left side. So there's all these different ways that you can have those buttons configured, but you order it that way. The one on the screen here just shows you up, down, left, right, and your left click. And it's a USB mouse, and it does pretty much what you expect it to do. So that one's pretty self-explanatory, and it's really affordable at $149. It's really not outside of the realm of possibility. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to connect my USB AMAneo to my computer here. And then I just have this little travel mouse. I got it at Walmart for, I don't know, like $6 or something. So I'm gonna plug this into the AMAneo USB. And it beeps to let me know that I've plugged something in. And then on the unit, now that it's plugged in and the lights are on, the light is green and that just shows that it is on. If I push this button right here, I can go into the different functions of the mouse adapter itself. So along here right now it's on blue. The blue indicates that I'm adjusting my tremor filter. So if I have Parkinson's or some other condition where my hand is really, really shaky, this is going to take the tremor out and the mouse on the screen is going to be really, really smooth. So I'm going to wiggle the heck out of my mouse and you'll be able to see, hopefully the pointer on the screen is not going to be wiggling out of control. So when the blue light's on, I can adjust my tremor filter. So I can turn it on. It is adjustable, so I can go all the way up or just take out a little bit of the tremor. So I'm going to turn that off for now. If I push it again, it turns to red, and that is your button delay. So you can add, again, it's adjustable. So you can add a delay before the click if you want. So, and then there's a click timer as well. And again, it's adjustable all the way up and down. So my mouse is clicking on me. Okay, so I am going to come on here and I'm going to turn the tremor filter all the way up. So my blue light is on. I'm turning it all the way up. And if you can see my mouse on the screen here, I turned the camera, but I'm afraid I'll never get it pointed right again. But I'm actually wiggling the heck out of my hand right now, and the mouse is moving very little. And it kind of just swings, and it's really easy to use. And it just, I don't know, it takes the tremor right out of it. So I'm going to turn that back off. And then I wanted to show you the Bluetooth one. So I'm going to unplug, same mouse. I'm going to plug it into my Bluetooth unit. And I'm going to grab my iPad off the counter. Okay. So really easy to set this thing up too. When you first get your Bluetooth unit, let's get some more string. If you hold down the minus and the plus button, I won't do it now because it's already paired. But if you hold down the minus and the plus, it makes this unit discoverable, and the little lights in here will go crazy, so you'll know you did it right. So that's how you pair it. You just hold down those two buttons and you find it in your Bluetooth settings. So let me make sure it's still paired. Okay, looks like we do have to pair it again. So I'm going to come into my settings. I'm going to my Bluetooth. It remembers it from last time. It's in my list. So I'm just going to pick that. Give it a minute. Okay. So this is what the lights do, and I said they're kind of cute. Now I can pair it because it's discoverable and it's connected. And this little dot down here on the screen, there we go. That's my new home button, which is on the screen because I need to be able to get to it. So let me see if I can hold this up just right. Oh, I have to plug the mouse in. So I'm going to plug the mouse into the unit. it beeps, so I know I'm connected. And then on here, you can see there is that little dot there is my cursor. So when I move my mouse around on my desktop, I can cursor around on my iPad. Let me get to this home button and I'll show you the options that are available. And I didn't have to turn anything special on to get to these on-screen functions. As soon as you plug this mouse adapter in, the iPad knows what to do. So then these options come up and you have your access to your home button is in there. You can add some custom gestures in there. So that's all built into the iPad. Like I said, it turns on automatically. So it makes this a really easy product to use. So, and then price-wise, the AMAneo USB is $229 and the Bluetooth model is $349. And these will work on a PC, on a Mac, on an Android. They were created specifically with the iPad in mind, so they work really, really well on the iOS devices. So that's that. I'm going to unplug some of these now so that Smyle Mouse doesn't get confused. I'm going to show you this software mouse, and we're going to play some games. So let's close down my PowerPoint and all of my many windows. Okay. So when I open Smyle Mouse, and I'm going to use, I have camera options. So I have a USB camera that I'm using for the video so you can see me. I'm going to use the integrated camera. I'm on a laptop computer. And so I'm choosing the integrated camera that came with my laptop. It's built in. And I say, okay. And it's going to come up and it's going to ask me to calibrate right away. So pretty easy to use. It walks you right through it. And every time you start it, it does this. Okay. All right, so now I have this really cool, really easy to see mouse on my screen. And I told you we're gonna play some games. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to use. If I can remember which browser window there. Oh, I closed it. No, I didn't. Louder than I expected. So anyway, you can see that as I'm moving around the screen, and I have to be careful not to smile, which is unnatural for me. But if I want to click, then I just smile and it clicks. And I don't have to, it doesn't have to be an extraordinarily large smile. Just a little bit of a smile will do it. And there is a dwell and click functionality as well. I don't have that turned on. So we're going to come back into here. These are some of the settings that are available. It's really easy to see where the lines match up on your face. You can use different gestures for different things. And then these are the on-screen click controls. Right now it's set to a single left click. I can also tell it to right click by coming here. So now if I come here and smile, it'll right click. And then it automatically goes back to left click because you don't use right click very often. And then if I need a double click, like to open a program or an application, you come in here and tell it to double click. And it does a double click for you. So really easy to get to. The calibration you saw was really, really quick and easy. And I don't have any fancy equipment on my computer for as far as the Smyle Mouse is concerned. And then I'll show you the dual click function. So if I came over here, there we go. So I don't have to smile. You can do the dual click that way. I'm gonna go back to smile. And then if you had an instructor, somebody that needed to get to the computer and wanted to use the regular mouse, you can pause the controls. Yes. So But as you can see, it's pretty easy to use. It's really accurate as far as like using the built-in camera on the computer. But you have really good accuracy and really good control with the Smyle mouse, which is one of the reasons I really like it. So let me close that out. So those are my products that I have to demonstrate for you today. And I can take some questions if you guys have. Elizabeth wanted to know if I could share the iPad full screen, and I cannot. I don't have the little adapter thing. But as soon as you plug in the AMAneo, it pops right up on there, and and you can go and turn those options on in your iPad as well. Close this noisy window. So anyway, so all of these products are available on my website, choiceadaptive.com. And I hope that you have enjoyed learning about some products with me today. And hopefully, as I start to do more of these webinars and demonstrations, you'll come back and join us for another one. We have a question in the Q&A window. Oh, how am I clicking? So Paul, I was clicking either by smiling or by the dwell click. Well, awesome. Thanks everyone for joining us. Quick little webinar today. Hopefully you learned a lot in a short amount of time, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.